How are you doing, everyone? Thank you for joining this afternoon. And thank you, everybody, for taking the time to come today. It's always appreciated when people take time out of their busy schedule to learn something new. And we hope today to show you how groups work with NYNJA and some of the interesting and cool features and things that you can do with them. So without any ado, I'm going to turn off my video and share my screen. And assuming everyone can see my screen, I'll begin. And what you're looking at here is our timeline view in NYNJA, where you can see the history of all your chats and groups across all the time schedules. So for example, if I want to create a new group, it's as easy as clicking on New. And here I can click New Group. And New Group will take me to a screen, as you see here, where simply I'll add an avatar. This is optional, so I'll just take a picture from my camera while we're here on the screen to show you. And you can name it, for example, webinar group number 3 today. And alias. What I like about the alias, and I think it's worth taking a second to discuss this, because it's kind of a security feature as well as for convenience for the people in the group. So by default, your name will show as your name. For example, I'm Marshall Taplits, and I will show in the group as Marshall Taplits. But let's say, for example, I just want people to see me in the group as Marshall or Marshall T. Or for example, if it's my children's school group, I can actually say I'm my son's father, right? So I can appear to be in the group whatever I want to be and whatever is contextually relevant. So this is good for security as well as convenience. And then I can go ahead and put a group description, and it could be whatever you want there. Now we move to selecting the members who will join the group. And we start by selecting the members who are already NYNJA users. So I can go ahead and I can just select a few additional users that I want to make in the group, and they show up here on the right side. You can see participants selected. If you make a mistake, no problem, just unselect. Now we'll go ahead and create the group. And I'd like to point out that once you create a group, this is now a great place to be able to share files, to share images, and you can see on the bottom left here, you have access to the camera, to media, to files, sending contacts, or locations. So for example, if you want to introduce a specific contact to everyone in the group, you can simply share it like that. And then those people who are in the group, they can click onto Stephanie and they can chat with her or add her as a contact. So again, just one simple feature, but in general, a group is an extremely convenient way to share information. Let's go ahead and just have a quick look at the options we have on the right side here. We have the ability to do a voice call or video call. And although we've already done a webinar that you can see on our website, nynja.work/webinars, but if you wanted to create a call, it's as simple as starting a call like that. Video calling as well. Add participants. If you want to add more people to the group, you're free to do that. And here we have the cloud storage. And one nice thing about NYNJA is it doesn't matter if you're logged in on your phone or on the web or on the desktop app that you install. All the information is synced together. So for example, if you create a group on the desktop, like I just did, and then you want to pick it up on your mobile and continue adding people from your phone contacts, you can do that. It's all synced together, which is very convenient. And additionally, any image that was shown, that was ever sent in the group in this cloud storage will show up in the images. So for example, I already sent a contact in the group, so you can see the contact. So everything that was ever sent, permanent storage, images, videos, files, links, etc. Okay. Now let's talk about the administrative options for the group and in terms of how to particularly protect the security of the group. So there's two ways to access the group options. One way is you simply click at the top of the screen here. You can see there's 4 participants, one of which is active, which is me. And I can click in here and this will take me to all the group options. Okay. Alternatively, on the right side, there's a button Group Options, which takes me to the exact same screen. So it's convenient either way, and it takes you to the same screen. By default, you are shown the participants who are already on the call, and you can go ahead and add participants. And I'd like to discuss the admin function here for a minute. The administrative capabilities of NYNJA are designed to keep you safe and to avoid people coming into the group that you can't control. So right now you can see I'm the only admin, but I can also click on the Add Admins tab, and I can begin to add other people as administrators as well by promoting them to admin and accepting the request. So this way now I have 2 admins, and by being an admin, it gives me some capabilities. For example, I'm able to remove users from the group. So if I want to, sorry, actually, I'm not an admin here. My bad. Anyway, not sure what, oh, there we go. I can unselect the user, and that's how you do that. Now moving on, with the group link, it's one thing to be able to create a group, and it's another thing to be able to bring in people who are already on NYNJA. But what we are really going for here is how can we enable use cases where you can get people into groups and communicate in ways that you may not have been able to do before. And you can either copy the link here, which will take this link right here, join.nynja.net, and the group ID here. So now I can go and I can copy this link and paste it out to people who may or may not be on NYNJA. I can pass it by email, I can pass it by WhatsApp, or whatever other programs people are using, because that group link will now take people to the App Store to download NYNJA or to the website to create an account, and they can use that link to get directly into the group. So you don't need to go through the process of adding them manually and all these things. Okay. Second of all, we have a function for a QR code. And if I click the download QR code button, it will actually just download an image of the QR code. And this can be used to post in places. For example, if you're having a PTO meeting and you want everyone who joins to be in the group, they can scan the QR code right from their phone. And this is not only just in NYNJA. If they use the camera on their stock camera on their iPhone or Android, if they have NYNJA, it will take them into the group. But if they do not have NYNJA, it will take them to the App Store. So either way, it's a very convenient way to get people grouped together. And lastly, I'd like to just discuss about the conference link. In the same way that you were able to join a group by using a link, you can also invite people to the conference. So, for example, on this webinar, we shared this link, and by clicking this link, this is how you're able to come into the webinar. And what's really neat about this is, again, if you have NYNJA, it will take you into the group that is created automatically as part of the call. But if you don't have NYNJA, you can actually join the call even without downloading or installing NYNJA. So if you think of today, everybody's working from home and you need to have a call, you don't need to think about whether people have whatever program they have. You just know that if you send them this link to NYNJA, they will be able to join a call, and they won't need to create an account, and they won't need to install anything. So again, very convenient. I'm just thinking if there's anything else here I'd like to show, or if not, I'll open it up to questions if there's any questions.
Hi, Marshall. This is June. So sometimes if you schedule a meeting in NYNJA, it will create a group for you. So can you give some tips around having an extra, like maybe you don't want an extra group, or maybe you do, maybe talk about that?
Yeah, good idea. So actually, I'm definitely going to show that because I think probably a lot of people have that same question. But I also would like to point, we had a webinar 2 weeks ago, which is on the website at nynja.work. and we did an entire screen share on creating new meetings. So I encourage people to look at that as well. But let me go ahead and just show a little bit here while we have everyone on the line. So I'm going to go ahead and click New Meeting. And the difference between a new group and a new meeting is that a new group is what I just showed you, where you just kind of have this group that now you have to share out. But when you create a meeting, it's actually going to create a group automatically, and then you can share that out. So for example, we're going to create a meeting for webinar number 3, and Eastern time zone, this time is fine, etc. And I'll invite 1 or 2 people to the group. So now when I hit save in NYNJA, okay, it will automatically generate a meeting link. And in fact, I can go ahead and show you it's easy to join that call. See, now I've got actually 2 calls going simultaneously. So by setting up a new meeting, I'm now able to bring people into the group, but more importantly, I'm able to share out this link so easily. And those who are on NYNJA will actually join the group and the meeting, and those who are not on NYNJA will be able to join the call, the meeting, but not be in the group. Now, let's say, for example, I don't want this group anymore. I can just go ahead and leave and delete it. Okay, I have to assign someone else the admin, but in general, if I don't want the extra group, I can leave and delete it as well. There's also some settings here. Let me just find them on the fly, where you can integrate with your calendars, specifically Google Calendar or Microsoft 365. So let's say you want to set up a new meeting like I just did, and here is the meeting link. I can also now go ahead and add it to my calendar, which will take me automatically into my Google Calendar because I selected Google as my calendar option in settings. And now I can also go ahead and set anything that I need, and I can invite people who are not even in NYNJA, for example. And they will get regular meeting invites with the link to join. So there's quite a bit here in terms of how we integrate with calendars and how we try to make it as easy as possible to set up meetings, groups, calls, and get people in who are both on NYNJA and not on NYNJA yet. Does that answer your question, June, or is there something else you want me to go into?
No, I think that's good. And the only thing that we might want to mention is that if you don't want to create a new group, but you want to schedule a new meeting, you can just go to one of your existing groups and pick who in that group you want to have the call with, or if it's with everybody.
That's a great point. For example, here is a group that I already have with 4 participants. And if I wanted to start a call with people in that group, it doesn't have to be everybody in that group. It can be one person in that group, right? Or it can be more. And so you can use any group, if you will, as a bit of a house to be able to execute calls on. And what's also interesting is, let's say you're going about your life and using NYNJA on a day-to-day basis, you can actually see which groups have ongoing calls that you're in. So you can see here, this webinar NYNJA 3 has an ongoing call. I happen to be in it already, but if I was not in it, I could actually click a link here that would say join call. So, there's no dial-in numbers. There's no, there's nothing challenging. Everything is extremely simple to use to create and join meetings. Any other questions? Okay. Well, I definitely want to thank everybody for taking the time to join. As I said, this is part of a series of webinars that we're putting together. This is the 3rd one, and the next one's going to be on file sharing. I wrote down the date. It's 2 weeks from now. I believe it's the 22nd. June, correct me if I'm wrong. 26th, thank you. So please join us on May 26th. We're going to be going into file sharing, and we have some really cool functions on how to share large files to people who are on NYNJA and not on NYNJA. So you can go ahead to sign up if you're interested at nynja.org/webinar. And this one and all our previous ones are also posted on YouTube. So we'll be sure to keep producing these and hope that you get value out of them. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Try NYNJA now at www.nyanja.work.